Hi, I'm Alison from Bag Lady Bird Learn to Sew. Welcome to the video today where I'm going to be showing you how to change your overlocker threads using the tying off method. So this means that you would not need to thread your overlocker from scratch unless your threads break. I would suggest that you do learn how to thread your overlocker from scratch. It's important to know how to do that for those times where you do need to know how to do it. But most of the time I do not thread my overlocker from scratch. I use the tying off method. It's quick and simple, and you'll see here.
Okay, so we're going to change the colour of the threads on the overlocker. The first thing I want to do is I want to take off the tension. So I'm going to lift the presser foot first of all. That's one of the first things to do. Depends on your machine what you need to do to remove your tension. So I'm going to now turn all my tension dials to 0. So now we're on 0, no tension. I have just extended the thread guide, and what we're going to do is just cut the threads just below where they come to, so just below where they sit, and remove those threads. So I'm swapping to black. I'm sewing a black hoodie. So putting the black in place, then just bringing the black and the white threads together and tying an overhand knot like so, and then cutting your threads about 1 inch away. So just so you can see that again, I bring the 2 threads together, overhand knot, tie, and then snip about 1 inch away from the knot, so you don't have a big long bit to pull through. Again, on your 2 needle threads, you tie in these knots and snipping off. And you just want to check all of these knots that they are nice and secure and not going to come undone. If you don't like rethreading your overlocker from scratch, then making sure that these knots are secure. I'm doing all this, the overlocker is not plugged in, it's not switched on, we've got no power. So I'm just going to cut the threads just above the eye of the needle. So cutting the needle threads just above the eye of the needle. I'm going to open this front section, and now I am pulling the thread chain from under the presser foot, and what will start to happen is that your threads start to pull through. So if they stick at any point, just go close up and pull near where your knot is. But there we can see I've now got black threads through on both loopers. I'm going to pull the needle threads now. So we've got 2 threads above the needle. You don't want to try and pull your knots through the eye of the needle. That's where a lot of people come unstuck. So if you cut your threads above the eye of the needle and then pull them through, and then you just need to thread your needles. So make sure the right thread goes through the right needle and the left thread goes through the left needle. Thread split. So left thread through the left needle, there we go, and pull those through out to the back, and then around and under the presser foot. So you've got all your threads coming from below the presser foot out to the side. So I'm going to put the presser foot back down. So we've got tension dials on here. We're going to put those back to 3. On this machine, the standard tension is 3, indicated by a line either side of it. So that's on both needles and on your upper and lower loopers. So everything goes to 3. Okay, so I don't even have any power on yet. Got everything threaded up, and what I'm going to do is just turn the hand wheel a couple of revolutions to check that the stitches are forming correctly on the stitch finger. So always turn the top of the hand wheel towards you, never turn it in the other direction. Your threads will get tangled and twisted. So you can see here the stitches are forming around the stitch finger. So okay, so the power is on now. I'm just going to hold the threads foot on the foot pedal and chain off until we've got a chain coming through here. Just got some fabric and just going to test the stitches on some of the fabric.
If you've enjoyed this video and want more great Learn to Sew content to help make you a better dressmaker, you can join me over at the Learn to Sew membership club. The link's in the description box below.